and we are live audio 24/7, 365 at www.thedjcisco radio show. Tonight we have recording artist Haynie on the line in the check-in and the video. He'll be joining us shortly. But I have a few announcements, people. Myself and MC Shan, we are going to be going on a little road trip. So we're going to go on this road trip. You're going to see us shooting some guns, drinking a little bit, and having some fun. Not in that, in that order. We're going to drink after we finish shooting. So, me and MC Shan are going on a road trip. I can't tell you where or what the company name is yet, but when we get back, you're going to want to be a part of this. Big shout out to my man, John Hall. People share. I didn't get to share this live, but please share. We have a very talented artist on tonight. And one more thing. We have a mixtape coming out. So anybody that want to be on that mixtape with your dope tracks, send 2 MP3s only. Please no waves. Waves take up a lot of space. 2 MP3s only to DJC Radio Airplay at gmail.com. DJC Radio Airplay at gmail.com. We have a mixtape coming out. And this first one is free going around. So there's no entry fee of $10 or $20. But the next one after that is going to be a little donation to keep the station going. Without further ado, let's bring in my main man, my mellow, Haynie. Haynie, welcome to the show.
Hey, DJ Cisco. How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm doing good. I'm glad everything worked out. We have Haynie. Welcome to our platform. Not sure if you're familiar with the platform, but we cater to independent artists. We've been doing it for almost 2 decades on the internet, but I've been doing it for like 40 plus years, just all around because I'm a DJ and I've always played indie artists. So welcome to the show, man, and thank you so much.
Thank you. I really appreciate you having me. Really do.
No problem. All right. So I like to start from the background. And this question sometimes confuses people. Who was Haynie before he became Haynie? Meaning you're coming up. What were you listening to as a kid and things of that nature?
Man, I got first of all, I got to shout out my mom and my dad. My mom and my dad, they used to like throw these parties, man.
Oh, wow.
You know, they used to throw these house parties. So yeah, so you know, they used to throw these house parties, and I used to hear that was my introduction to music. Like I used to hear these music, you know, these albums like Prince, Morris Day and the Time, Michael Jackson, Run DMC, LL Cool J. You know, yes. just hearing all of that, you know, and just like loving it, you know, just loving it, yeah. And also, like like I said, I'm gonna throw it back. My mom, like, she used to have this one VHS. It was a recording of the old school Video Soul with Donnie Simpson.
Nice.
So, you know, and then like we used to watch these old school videos, you know, from like I think it was from the 80s and the 70s. And like that right there, that was my introduction to like music, and from hearing that, like I just fell in love with it. You know, I fell in love with the culture and like watching Purple,
nice,
watching Purple Rain, and you know, and then like, we used to watch. I'm hearing feedback for some reason.
No, yep, that was me going to the YouTube page, going to the Facebook page. But yo, you doing exactly what I want indie artists to do when I have them on the show. Like, I want to know what got you to the place you're at now. I don't want to know what you're doing. I want to know what got you to where you are and what made you want to become a artist. And you're doing a great job. So
appreciate it. I gotta say, like, what really motivated me was like that motivated me, but when I like watched it like on a movie motivated me. So I gotta shout out Crush Groove, man.
Oh, Crush.
You know, I gotta shout it out, you know, because they did it for the culture.
Yes. And at that time, that was everybody that was relevant and hot, and it was dope.
It was dope. It was dope, man. And I gotta say, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, but
Go ahead.
a few years back, I went to a Curtis Blow concert, and the
Wow.
man still got it, man. He
Yes.
still got it.
Use
So
all the breaks.
break it up, break it
Break it
up,
up,
break
break
it
it
up.
up.
Yep.
So now, which state was this? Where were you born and everything like that?
Born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Nice, nice.
Yes, Midwest, not too far from. I'd say about 80 miles away from Chicago. My dad was from Chicago.
Okay.
Um, my mom, I say was because he passed away when he was 27 years old, and I was only 4 at the time.
Sorry
It
to
was
hear that.
yeah, it was accidental drowning.
Oh,
So that I mean, even those obstacles right there, like those like helped me become the person who I am now, or the person who I'm trying to become. I
yeah,
haven't became yet, but I'm still working on myself. But
gotcha.
my dad was from Chicago and my mom's from Philly.
Oh,
So
wow, great connection.
yeah,
Great
yes,
combination.
it is. It really is. So I want to embrace that connection. Um, haven't found out how, but I'm still in the process of doing that.
Got you. Now, you told me about the parties and all that stuff, getting you into music, and I can relate. Uh, Back in my days, we used to dance for their friends for money, like quarters and shit like that. Rasta Shriv, yes, God bless every time. Welcome to the show, my man John Hall. Welcome to the show. People, please share this. I didn't have time to share it much, and I'm sharing it as we're talking. But please share if you're here. Put it on your page and all that good stuff. We have Haynie in the building, recording hip hop artists out of Wisconsin. Now, growing up in Wisconsin, in the Midwest, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Who was the first hip hop person that influenced you, if you can remember?
Mainstream or local?
Whoever influenced you?
Shoot. I gotta say it was Run DMC.
Oh man,
Those that's the group that you know the fashion was fresh, man.
yeah, yeah,
Like they had the Adidas, and they had the jackets, and like that's what everybody wanted to be.
yeah,
Everybody wanted to look like Run DMC,
yeah,
and that's something that I have others, but that foundation is the Run DMC, like I was saying with the Crush Groove.
yeah,
So um, it was definitely Run DMC, man, and with the chains and then the music, man, with the music
yeah,
was just hot.
yeah. Now that, because I'm born in Brooklyn, raised in Queens, that's how we dressed in New York City. Like that's how we dressed before they even presented that to the world. So if you remember, like groups like Melly Mel,
Oh
Grandmaster
yeah,
Flash, and the Furious Five, and
oh yeah.
stuff like that, they were wearing costumes and shit.
Hmm.
So when Run DMC came out, the one that said, "I want to wear something that I can walk down the street in and not get beat up," was Jam Master Jay. He was like, "I'm not having this shit." So Jay was from Brooklyn actually, but he was in Queens. But yeah, so that's why he was like, "Yo, we're gonna dress how we dress every day: Lee's, Adidas, Fat Gold Rope," and that's how we was getting down in Queens, man. Um, yeah, so it's funny that you even noticed that, and they set trends and they broke barriers, man. So, all right, so what is one of your favorite songs by Run DMC?
Um, Want to be down with the king.
Mm,
You
mm.
know, that one just stick in my head, man. Like it hit.
Banger.
It hit.
Yo, you can. I still play that at parties and people
It hit.
dance like it's a brand new song. Great pick, man.
Yeah.
Oh man. So when did you start writing? When did you start rapping?
Well, I started writing at the age of 13. I was really shy. I didn't want people to like. I didn't know how to like rap it, but I was just writing it down like poetry, you
Yes.
know. And here in Milwaukee, it's really like, especially at the time.
Okay.
At the time, it was like
Yeah.
real hard for somebody to like break out from in the music scene, and um it was really it was really like a pipe dream. You know, if you told
Yeah.
somebody that you rapped and it was like, or that you do any type of music, it was like, they're all gonna laugh at you type
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And then so I didn't know. I wanted help. I wanted to find the help, but I didn't have the help.
Got
My cousins, they used to rap. Shout out to my cousins. My cousins used to rap, and I should see them like doing shows and and just doing a little promotion that they were doing, and I wanted to do it as well too, but I was still shy.
got you.
So I finally broke out of being shy. Um, I think like in my late teens.
Got you. Got you.
Yeah.
Me too. Ninth grade. Ninth grade. I was shy all the way up to the ninth grade. Ninth grade, I just lost my fucking mind. Came out the cell, I was crazy. I've been like this ever since. Big shout out to my homegirl, Lady Miz, on the check-in. Welcome to the show. We have Haynie. He is a Wisconsin recording artist, and he's breaking down his first tracks that he wrote and his first time, composing a song. So, how did you overcome being shy? Because you can overcome being shy going to the studio, but when it comes to doing shows, how did you deal with that?
I rapped in a group called Generations Field, and
Yeah.
my homie at the time. Well, he's still my homie, but
You sure?
my yeah, my partner, he was just the opposite of me. Like he just taking his shirt off, performing, getting comfortable, and he a bigger guy as well too. He a bigger guy than me, and so he getting comfortable and like people loving it, and I'm just watching him like, yo, how do you do it, man? So I'm like, man, hey, you gonna help me step my game up, and that's what he did. Like he inspired me.
Nice.
So yeah, shout out to Papa Will. So yeah, he inspired me, and so once I just started seeing him, and once we started doing shows and local shows and just performing, like I got comfortable. I got real comfortable.
Nice.
Um, and so it was kind of it was still. I got back shy once I got out by myself, and so I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? I think I need to get out of my comfort zone and just, remember, what I've learned. So that right there, um, that kind of like broke it, you know.
Beautiful, beautiful. And what you said was perfect because when you practice and you know that you're good at something, that right there, gives you confidence to like eliminate some of your shyness because you know what the hell you're doing. You know what I mean? Lady Miz, yes, I was shy once. You can't see that now, but I'm gonna tell you something. I can do a radio show in the front of a million people, but if I'm live, like hosting like a wedding, I hate talking on the mic. I hate talking on the mic, and I'm supposed to be a DJ. That shit is fucked up. But anyway, for those of you that just tuned in, big shout out to my man D Note. He is in London. Big shout to Italy. Italy's been on the check-in all week. Big shout to you guys. Really, really love you guys for that. Big shout to Lady Miz, Rasta Strength, John Hall, and everybody that's tuned in. If you're on the radio station at www.thedjciscoradioshow.com, we are also visually live at DJC Radio Global. It's pinned up there. You can see this handsome face of DJ Cisco and my man Haynie. So now you started writing. You did your first song. What was your first song, if you remember? And how did you get inspiration to do it?
I was 16 at the time, and like going
No.
back, I was in a group. Um, me and my guy Papa, we actually were childhood friends.
Okay.
So um, we went to the studio. I think we paid like $5 for like a demo,
What?
and the song, yeah, it was such an embarrassment. But the song was called "You Can Be Careful," and it was I hate even talking about it, but yeah, the beat was so basic. It was so basic, and
Shit.
there was no
Now.
hook. It
Okay.
was just a verse and a freestyle, and it was just horrible.
Well, we
It was
live and
horrible.
learn.
Yeah. We live and learn.
We live and learn. I'm glad you're here today, and that was the beginning of you honing your skills and your craft to make you the person that you are today. What do you? Okay, what type of subgenre do you consider your hip hop in, or because I'm listening to the sounds and I've been listening, and this sound like kind of like mainstream to me. What do you consider yourself?
That's a good question. Um, that's a really good question because right
Oh,
now
no,
I'm still trying to. Oh, go ahead.
nope. I said it's all good, brother. Take your time.
Yeah, so right now I'm still trying to figure out what type of what it is.
Yeah,
What's bubbling up. I feel like something's bubbling, but I don't know what it is yet.
got you.
I can say it's a little bit of boom bap.
Yeah,
It's a little bit of mainstream. It's a little bit of Midwest. I got some like a little bit of down south. So it's a mixture, kind of like a mixture of
yeah.
gumbo, but I
Got
don't really know what it is yet. If you get what I'm
you.
saying.
And it's all good. And like Lady Miz, we have she she's an artist, a dope ass artist, and she said we didn't care about hooks back then. We just wanted to spit.
We
So
just
that was
wanted
the
to
song. You know what I mean? So
spit.
don't even always tell that story, brother. Always tell where you came from. So
Gotcha.
Haynie, I think we should let the people hear one of your songs right now, brother.
Okay, I'm down with it.
Now, is this in distribution? Because Facebook is very crazy. They may kick us off, but is this in distribution already?
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. So yes, it is in distribution, but I distribute my own music. So I'm an
Okay,
independent artist.
got you. So you're telling me that you didn't use a company to distribute it?
Well, I use Facebook. Excuse me, not Facebook. I use CD Baby.
Okay.
So that's more independent.
Shit.
Um,
But they're on point. CD Baby is what one of my peoples use, and they are on point. So we may get kicked off. So I'm gonna play half the song. All right.
all right, that's
I'm
cool.
gonna play half the song, then we're gonna come back. So
All right.
introduce the song. Tell us what mental space you were in and how'd you come up with it.
Okay, so this song is called Next Best Hustler. So what
No,
state
no,
I
no.
was in?
Hold up. This one I'm playing is Hollywood Living.
Oh, Hollywood Living.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So at the time I was at my job. I was at my job working, just like, man, I need to find a way to like get out of this, And so I just started fantasizing. And then when I was fantasizing, I was like, don't wake me up out of my sleep because this is a dream. I mean, if this a dream. And so then I was like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, snap. Okay. So I found this one spot where like nobody goes in my job. And so I started writing a song. Just started writing it.
Dope.
And I put myself in a fantasy of living in Hollywood. And I actually end up going there right after I wrote the song.
Are you
So
serious?
so it's more of a party song
Nice.
just to get away. And like definitely now that it's cold, this COVID stuff is happening. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like after COVID music. Now that we all, seem like we've been locked up, you know what I'm saying? So the song is called Hollywood Living, and it's actually featuring Papa Will as well too.
That's what's up. And it's a definite happy party song. And you guys rock with your boy DJ Cisco. And we got Haynie, and this is his song called Hollywood Living right here on DJC Radio Global.
I'm looking good, I'm smelling good. I kick it all night like a coming home feeling should. We party boys for the evening, that's with no doubt. Getting toe up in the club till we cash out or pass out. We been 9 to 5 the whole week. It's time to whine and let the music take control of me. Friday to Sundays when my problems become non-existent. Cause I'm busy celebrating and wasting nothing better than this. Life for the party, so you know I'm about to really splurge. Take a double shot, get it strong when I'm full of urge. I know you heard how we entertain the scenery. At the trend setting, people around me wanna linger me. It's some envy me cause they can't do what I can do. I do it better, it's a reason they ain't jocking you. Ain't nothing new, switch places with me if you could. Cause you see I'm on team strong, plus I'm got a little money now, I'm flirting with the bras. I'm sipping on something most expensive at the bar. I'm feeling like a star, like I'm Hollywood living. I party all night, like I just came from prison. The good time you missing if you ain't on the scene. To wake me up out of my sleep with it's a dream. Cause I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good.
I don't buy the bar, I buy the whole club. Everything on me, I show the hood love. I live life to the fullest, no ass stepping. E and me in the building, that's the crew I'm repping. So girls, toot it up, fellas, show your tax. From the window to the wall, you know the club crack. I got a little money, I party all night. I'm highly good, toast to the champagne light. Popping bottles in the field, getting tipsy on them. Two's up for the haters if you did it on them. I'm gon' do it big like my last night on earth. I'm a player, get my hand up the girl's skirt. The bass stumping in the club like boom, boom. DJ playing, that's me, I need some elbow room. I'm a thriller on the floor, watch my moonwalk. Feeling good, so I don't listen to the side
got
I
a little
talk.
money now, I'm flirting with the bras. I'm sipping on something most expensive at the bar. I'm feeling like a star, like I'm Hollywood living. I party all night, like I just came from prison. The good time you missing if you ain't on the scene. To wake me up out of my sleep with it's a dream. Cause I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. It feel like I just posted bail, living up my fairy tale. I pray to God it's not a dream, the other life but too much hell. Came from out of poverty hills where your goal is likely crushed. Now I'm Hollywood living, feeling like I can't be touched. I free admission cause my clout, breathing like without a doubt. We party like December 31st, about to close on out. You come up to the club and you'll see it's a capacity. The best place ever seen is customer satisfactory. The line outside covers up the walk of fame. On Hollywood and Holland, everybody know my name. Red carpet pictures, paparazzi everywhere. This the good life, I can feel it in the air. I'm looking good and smelling good, today's my best day. I'm full of confidence and you can see it in my sway. New California dreaming episode is my way. And we all scream my winners, we prepare to toast away. A little money now, I'm flirting with the bras. I'm sipping on something most expensive at the bar. I'm feeling like a star, like I'm Hollywood living. I party all night, like I just came from prison. The good time you missing if you ain't on the scene. To wake me up out of my sleep with it's a dream. Cause I'm good, 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 I'm good.
Yeah, that right there is my main man Haynie, and he is live with us right now on DJC Radio Global. Haynie, can you hear me? Oh man, I had muted your thing so the music don't reverb. Can you hear me, big guy?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. That's what's up.
Okay.
All right,
Great.
man. Listen, Haynie, tell everybody how they can get in touch with Haynie, and if you're, you know, like available for collabs, production, or whatever you do.
Oh, first you can just head to my website. It's Haynie, my name HAYNIE .info. You can check out music, merch, contact information is all down there as well too. You can check out my Facebook. It's official Haynie. That's official HAYNIE. Or you can also check out my Instagram. That's official Haynie HAYNIE as well. And lastly, you can just check me out on Spotify as well.
That's what's up. Now, in this music game, what do you want to be known as? What is your end game? What is your goal?
That's a deep question, and thank you for for asking me that question.
Yeah.
Well, in my hometown, we don't. There's not a person or company that had any major success like how it is in New York.
Gotcha.
And this is some tough shoes to fill, but that's something that I would like to do for my state. So I would like to be a catalyst for them. For um, artists or any companies, that's struggling. I want to be that person that can help them network with um, other people that can help uplift their career, or be that person that help them uplift their career.
That is beautiful, bro. That is beautiful. So, how do you plan on, making that happen?
Well, somebody told me this, like I had to throw myself out there, to be the um not the bait, but I have to be the brand.
Yes.
I have to be the brand, and then it's like a show and prove type thing, saying like, hey man or woman, I did this, you can do it too. Because a lot of people get to this one part of their life and say, I give up.
Yes.
When it's a platform for everybody. Like, I put myself in this category. You asked me this like 20 minutes ago, but now I'm going to answer. Okay,
Good,
so
good.
definitely, like, my music is a dark contemporary hip hop.
Okay.
I put myself in that category. But so there's a lot of people that's older, they got skills. They got mad skills, and like they're afraid, because they say, "Oh well, I don't have the money, or I'm too old, or ain't nobody gonna listen to," just
Yeah.
having that type of self doubt.
Yes.
And I just want to be that person, that inspiration for people, like that, or and also people that are younger as well too. Um, just be that inspiration and say, hey man, like no matter what circumstance or situation you're going through, whether it's poverty, whether it's single mom, single dad, uh, anything, like you can still like you can change that. You can
Exactly.
break through those obstacles. You can turn poison into medicine, and I just want to be that person.
That
But first, it takes it. I have to go out and do it myself.
yes. Yes. Speaking of going out, is going to segue into our next topic of discussion, which is COVID. Um, Before COVID, what were you doing, and after COVID, how did you adjust?
Uh, Before COVID, I was trying to like find a way, just still trying to find a way.
Yeah.
Trying to find a platform and then build my foundation. Um, and like during COVID, like I felt like now musicians and like people who are independent in the music industry, now we have respect. I feel like before, like people were like, oh well, that's just a hobby,
Great
you
point.
know.
Great
That's
point.
just a hobby. Something that'll get you. But go ahead and work these 8 hours a day, and you'll be, you can get an
Mhm.
income coming in every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that when COVID, during the COVID pandemic, um, I think it kind of like let people know, like, hey man, we all in this together.
Yeah.
We all struggling now. It ain't no such thing as struggling art. What they call it, struggling artists or something like that.
Yeah.
Starving artists.
Starving artist.
It's,
Starving
yeah,
artist.
starving artists. Ain't no such thing as that. Because at first, like, they didn't like um unemployment. What was it? Unemployment wouldn't consider it a job, and like any freelance, they said, oh, it's not a job. But now, it's a federal. I think it's in like a federal act now.
Okay.
Um, so now, like people who like you got musicians that were like performing at major concerts and stuff, like they can file for unemployment now because of they struggling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's called music COVID relief.
Oh wow.
And so so I would say, I mean, this is what Too Short said, like, get it while the getting is good, because it ain't gonna be it ain't gonna be, it ain't gonna last long. So don't be ashamed to get it, and just make the best moves out of it.
Yeah, so I went to SBA.com and I got a small loan, and they sent it to me. Like, it wasn't what I asked for, but they sent me like a little bit of money to get by with my businesses, and it's out here now. You're absolutely right. But I haven't heard about that. Like, I hadn't heard about that music one. I'm gonna definitely Google that and put it up in the chat room. Is it anyone that you want to collab with? Any artist or group that you want to collab with and do something with as one of your bucket list things?
I do, but this might be dangerous.
Uh-oh. Is it R. Kelly?
That's too dangerous. Man, I would like my bucket list. I would like to collab with KRS-One.
Why is that dangerous?
Whew, man, because I would have to make sure that I come with my A game on the track.
Okay.
So much much respect to my ancestors. Like, anybody that came before me, like, it's a true blessing to like have that type of guest appearance on the song, and I have to make sure that I come with my A game and just do it for the culture.
For real. Now, it's funny that you bring up KRS-One. Me and my dude MC Shan. Do you know MC Shan?
I'm a little familiar with MC Shan.
He made the bridge, and that's KRS-One answered it, saying the bridge is over. So they have a beef going. Okay, so MC Shan made the bridge. The bridge is over. Made the bridge. He's from Queensbridge. KRS-One is from the South Bronx. Now they had that beef going. They've been going back and forth on Instagram about like a versus. Who do you think will win that versus? MC Shan or KRS-One? Come on, man. Keep it real. Don't say what you think that we want you to say, but just keep it real. Who do you think?
I think KRS-One will win. I think he will win. Much love to MC Shan, like much love, but I think KRS-One will win.
All right. Okay, cool.
But that's just my opinion, So.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, Haynie. I'm glad you said that. People, this music thing is like looking at a painting on a wall. It's in the eye of the beholder. However, it's in the ear of the beholder. So all of this stuff about who's the best, who's the top is a matter of opinion. People can have stats on their albums and their accolades and stuff like that, but it's still a matter of opinion and what you like. So I don't debate with nobody about that shit. You know what I mean? I don't debate with anybody about anything, basically. Because if you feel a certain way, that's how you feel. I'm going to respect it. I feel my way. So yeah, I definitely feel you on that. So we covered who you want to collab with. What do you have out now, brother? Tell us your projects that you have out so they can go support them.
Well, I have the Hollywood Living single out. I have the Next Best Hustler song out and video as well too. And I have this joint called Faith Over Fear.
Okay.
That's out, and that's a straight up inspirational song. Definitely needed during this COVID time.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can check out the video, check out the song on Spotify. A lot of my videos they're on YouTube, but I have them on my website, which is Haynie.info as well. So
all right. So spell Haynie for the people that don't know. Spell Haynie.
Okay, so Haynie is pronounced like hey, and then knee, like your knee, but it's spelt like Hay.
Like hey, that horses eat.
Yes, and NIE.
Got you. So that's Haynie, HAYNIE.com. You
.info.
That, people. .info. Sorry.
Yep.
You can't forget that, people. I want to thank you so much for being on the show. And we're going to get into your joint next. It's called Next Best Hustler. Can you break that down for us real quick?
Okay, so next best hustler. So now this is the times when I had some record labels um they denied me,
Yeah.
and so and I'm living in and also I'm living in California as well too, and I'm learning the music business, and I'm like, you know, it's just changing. It's changing, and I'm learning about how like most people ain't really getting the money, as what they supposed to.
Yes.
For example, the TLC story, the New Edition story, those type of things. And
Yeah.
it's like, man, I got to put this in the song, and this is how I really feel, and the video talks about that as well too. Um, so that's what I was feeling. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna like chase it. I'm not even gonna chase the record label. So I'm gonna just go ahead and just do this on my own.
Exactly. Create your own lane.
Yeah.
Oh man. So here you have it. His name is Haynie. He's a recording artist from Wisconsin. And this is his joint called Next Best Hustler. We're going to start this from the beginning. So I'm going to give Haynie a round of applause. And I want you guys to hear the beginning because he has a little intro right here in DJC Radio Global. Haynie, talk to you soon. God bless you. We're going to get your song on. And I'm going to send you a copy of this after it's over. All right?
All right. Thank you.
Peace, brother.
Peace.
Yep, there you have it. Yours truly, DJ Cisco, with the indie artist Haynie, and we were just chopping it up. And this is his joint right here, and it's called Next Best Hustler.
I ain't trying to be $1 million sucker.
I heard this industry was shicey than the motherfucker.
I ain't trying to be $1 million sucker.
I heard this industry was shicey than the motherfucker.
I ain't trying to be $1 million sucker.
I heard this industry was shicey than the motherfucker.
I ain't trying to be $1 million sucker.
I heard this industry was shicey than the motherfucker.
I ain't trying to be $1 million sucker.
I heard this industry was shicey than the motherfucker.
I ain't trying to be $1 million sucker.
I heard this industry was shicey than the motherfucker.
Not just in music, I can name another.
Exclusive.
I ain't tryna be $1 million sucker. I heard this industry was shicey than the motherfucker. Not just in music, I can name another. Sports industry, the movie biz, and a bunch of others. You know they really tryna play it, brother. A 360 deal, no, that's for a sucker. So many things change, I gotta admit. If you wanna get record sales, it's like you gotta switch to all this bullshit they talk about. This generation's lost, man. That ain't what I'm all about. My city crucifying me just for being real, but I'ma resurrect in the blood of the field. So you can have these 5 years of star fame, the fancy cars and these groupies flopping to your name, the platinum watch, earrings, and the big chain. The hate that came and the envy charge to the game. See, all I need is to entertain the real. Ease my way in first place without a major deal. See, I don't need to pay my mind's way for them trying to mark my name, and this game is next best hustler. People asking me the reason why I haven't been blown. I was down and out, real bad, Down syndrome. Nobody even helped or lift a hand. Now I'm calling audibles in this game. Changing plans, being self-contained in this game is only logical. For me to spread my wings and give to you my music chronicles. Time is running out in this industry. I'm feeling annoyed. I need to make my money in this game before it be destroyed. Drug game, rap game, no different, same mixture. I got a ball and vision that a camera couldn't picture. My family ain't seen me. Stand now, come around. I'm trying to get my bills up so I can get my bills down. So you can have these 5 years of star fame, the fancy cars and these groupies flopping to your name, the platinum watch, earrings, and the big chain. The hate that came and the envy charge to the game. See, all I need is to entertain the real. Ease my way in first place without a major deal. See, I don't need to fame my mind's way for them trying to mark my name. And this game is next best hustle. And everything that glitters all the time ain't even always gold. What I'm really saying is one day the fake will be exposed. You can't expect to hide all the time behind those. How much fakeness we gotta take, really nobody knows. I'm still waiting to hear the real story unfold. If the Illuminati is the reason certain music sold. On that note, every night on my knees I pray that I stay humble in this game and learn to keep the bait. Closing down the music drug game is with the feds order. While I'm blueprinting out emerging music's headquarters. Only one way to explain what I'm trying to spit. The music is my drug and I'm a fiend searching for a hit. So you can have these 5 years of star fame. The fancy cars and these groupies flopping to your name. The platinum watch, earrings, and the big chain. The hate that came and the envy charge to the game. See, all I need is to entertain the real. Ease my way in first place without a major deal. See, I don't need the fame, my mind's waiting for them. Trying to mark my name in this game is next best hustle. It's the economic in this world. Opportunity cost. Tell me what you gon' do when your opportunity lost. It's irrelevant to brag on what you have. What about when it goes away? The aftermath. It's not about the cash, it's the cash flow. It's not about you got it, it's how you plan on getting more. So many players fouled out in this game, bro. I'm a sideline player in this thing. Game coach, I feel like I got the master plan to take me right to the top. While these cats stunting for these girls, they need to stop. I'ma tell you it's only right to pursue your dreams. Keep a small circle, watch your friends and they company. So you can have these 5 years of star fame. The fancy cars and these groupies flopping to your name. The platinum watch, earrings, and the big chain. The hate that came and the envy charge to the game. See, all I need is to entertain the real. Ease my way in first place without a major deal. See, I don't need the fame, my mind's way further. I'm trying to mark my name in this game is next best hustler.
Next best hustler. That right there is Haynie, and you're rocking with DJC Global. He gets a round of applause for that. Dope ass track. Solid artist, guys. Very solid artist. Let me take the solo off so you can see my beautiful face. Handsome face, I'm sorry. Yes, solid artist. Jay Smooth, the weave killer. He said that's a dope track right there. He could kill a few weaves and sweat a few weaves out with that. Listen, I wonder if anybody ever sweated a weave out. Big shout to my man, Rebel Ruzy. Big shout to you. D-Note tried to download your song. It's a different format. You got to resend that. DJ Cisco and Lady Miz. We got a song coming out, people. Lady Miz, I'm going to give them a taste of it right now. It's already registered, so we good. Already registered. DJC Radio Global. We support independent artists 24/7, 365. Airplay, interviews, and we have a Roku channel now, people. So all the interviews and stuff go on Roku. We're going to start an on-demand. We're going to have an on-demand where you got to pay a little bit of donation fee to see certain videos. And big shout out to Nick Cannon for getting back on the air. Big shout to the jurors out there in Minneapolis that convicted that murderer, Chauvin, whatever the hell his name is. Congratulations to us as a victory. People actually thought he was not going to go to jail. I knew he was going to jail. I said, because if he didn't go to jail, he murdered somebody live on TV. If he didn't go to jail, it was going to be over. I'm not going to say no more. Next is Daniel Patiello. That's the man that choked Eric Garner to death. He got fired from the NYPD, but his ass needs to be in jail. And the NYPD is the strongest gang in the world. So they have a lot of political pull, and they would not convict that man. However, that's the next person that need to go to jail. Daniel Patiello, who choked Eric Gardner to death in front of all of us, like Chauvin did with the knee on George Floyd's neck. And for all of you idiots that say he died from drugs, you are pure pieces of shit, and you are the cancers of America, this nation. Because for you to say he died from drugs, you just have to be a racist piece of shit. I challenge you, your drug-free body, let me put my knee on your neck for 9 minutes. If you say he died from drugs and would have been dead anyway that night, if the cop didn't put his knee on his neck, fucking idiots. Let me put my knee on your drug-free neck for 9 minutes, and then let's see if you live. All right? Anyway, so congratulations to everybody out there that wasn't scared to make the right decision. Like I said, myself and Lady Miz got a new joint coming out, and it's called Wavy. It's called Wavy. Lady Miz, yeah, I'm going to play it. I'm not going to play it ever again, but I'm going to play it right now tonight. Lady Miz, DJC, Radio Global Records, and I produced the beat, and this is called Wavy. I hope this is the right mix. Big shout out to Dapper Dez at Pulsar Entertainment for doing the mixes for us.
Wavy, stacking chips up. Y'all ain't on my speed, you need to level up. Talk investments, but you don't put shit up. Y'all niggas is broke, get your money up. Wavy, stacking chips up. Y'all ain't on my speed, you need to level up. Talk investments, but you don't put shit up. Y'all niggas is broke, get your money up. I was lost, but found my way home. Half of these females got Stockholm syndrome. If being a hoe is in, I ain't fitting in. I'm original, y'all dick riding, follow trends. Don't sell your soul for $1 that you gon' spend. Talk that gangster shit, end up in the coffin. Coming for everything that they said I couldn't have. Destroying all the negative vibes that's in my path. How you winning when the money comes slow? Believe fast. That shit don't add up, nigga. Do the math. Fuck all y'all hating from the sideline. I'm here to get mine. Bitch, this is my time, Miss Prime. I make it look easy, believe me. Don't do me dirty, never know when you gon' need me. Been a hustler, never needy. In this game, I'm feasting but never greedy. I'm wavy, stacking chips up. Y'all ain't on my speed, you need to level up. Talk investments, but you don't put shit up. Y'all niggas is broke, get your money up. I'm wavy, stacking chips up. Y'all ain't on my speed, you need to level up. Talk investments, but you don't put shit up. Y'all niggas is broke, get your money up. Game change, I can't stand it. New era fucked up the 10 crack commandments. They getting high off their own supply. Dealing with the wrong clique and street ties. Why y'all pill popping when you're dropping like flies? Happy these niggas is fake, but they come in disguise. Ain't shit cool about being no dope fiend. You can keep all your drugs and your lean. I keep my mind sharp by stay fresh and been blessed. Put my feet up, lean back on the headrest. My G shit. Quiet, but I'm watching how you niggas move. Always listen to my spirit, so I be in tune. I'm connected to the earth, sun, and the moon. My life is a movie, bitty boom. I'm wavy, stacking chips up. Y'all ain't on my speed, you need to level up. Talk investments, but you don't put shit up. Y'all niggas is broke, get your money up. I'm wavy, stacking chips up. Y'all ain't on my speed, you need to level up. Talk investments, but you don't put shit up. Y'all niggas is broke, get your money up.
That right there is Lady Miz. DJ Cisco produced it. That's called Wavy, people. It's dropping soon. Anybody want to call the show? 347-352-8625 before we leave. 347-352-8625 before we leave. Her name was Lady Miz. That right there was called Wavy, produced by your boy DJ Cisco. Check out From the Ground Up every Monday, 7 p.m. Go to Facebook, From the Ground Up. Go to Instagram, From the Ground Up. Twitter, From the Ground Up. It's From DA Ground Up. Duh is duh, not the, but duh. From the Ground Up. Lady Miz and the One Ray. Yo, they had a function Saturday, April 24th. Out there, Club Vibes, Middletown. It's going to be Spoonie G, Peter Wayne, Apollo winner, Showtime, Apollo winner 3 times. Spoonie G, my man T-Ski, Starsky, T-Ski Valley, I said Starsky, T-Ski Valley, rest in peace to Starsky, T-Ski Valley. So we're going to have Spoonie G, Peter Wayne, T-Ski Valley, and the headliner, is going to be the one and only Grandmaster Melly Mel from Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. He's going to do all his classics, I heard, like Don't Push Me, Cause I'm Close to the Edge, stuff like that, and da-doom, 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 bass. And The Message. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes you wonder how I keep from going under. Stuff like that. So that's April 24th out there in Middletown at Club Vibes, people. Go out there and have a great time. All right. I got one more joint that I want you guys to hear. Big shout out to my man Dan, the God of Sound. He got a joint out now called Speaking from the Heart. Big shout out to Mama There Goes That Band. We got a joint out. Now They Know. Big shout out to Monster Mo. He got Rain, but he's dropping something new. Big shout out to another member of DJC, Radio Global Records, and his name is Willie Norris. He's a producer. We have a 2-album deal. He's going to be submitting songs that he produced, some dope-ass artists from Saluda, South Carolina. Big shout out to you guys. What song did I want you guys to hear before we broke out? Rest in peace. I know what song it is now, guys. And I gotta put off the camera before I start crying. Yeah, man, I'm a human being. I love these artists. Rest in peace, obviously, to DMX, but also rest in peace to my man Black Rob. Rest in peace, brother, man. This is like 2020, remnants of 2020 just still feed into 2021, and hopefully things will slow down soon. But rest in peace to Black Rob. He passed away like days after DMX, and yeah. So I hear DMX is having a memorial, or had a memorial at the Barclays Center. It was supposed to be to the public, but the family changed their mind because of COVID, I guess, or they couldn't do it because they thought it was going to be too many people, whatever. So, yeah, rest in peace, DMX. I can't believe I'm saying that about DMX. I did not think that it would end like this. You know what I mean? Like, I thought he was doing a lot better. But there was a lot of speculation going around saying it wasn't a drug overdose. Some people are saying that he got the shot, that he got the COVID vaccine, and he started having strokes and heart attacks. And some people are saying it's drugs. So, I don't know. All I know is he's no longer here with us. We're gonna never hear that voice again live. We just gotta refer to his music. That DMX voice that was like no other all the time. Like people used to think that he was putting it on. You know what I mean? But for decades, all the interviews, he fixed that voice and had a different voice for regular? I don't think so. That was him. So rest in peace to DMX. Rest in peace to Black Rob. DJC Radio Global, we absolutely love and support independent artists. We love what we do, honestly. This right here is dedicated to my man Black Rob. This is one of my favorite songs by him. This is called I Love You, Baby. One of my favorite lines in hip-hop ever. He said, ran out of ammo, started throwing bottles. Talk to you guys soon. Good night. Enjoy the song.
That's it. Work.
I'll always be there for you. I'll never betray you.
Cisco.
I'm at uptown on Dykeman Heights and talking that how she only dealt with businessmen. Niggas bad with joints, money off and on the books. The ones who stand firm like ain't nothing shook about them. I doubt them cats waiting for me. You know them niggas, them big dudes across the street. She said, yeah, they from over on Mayfair. Bullets from out of nowhere. Told her stay there and duck down. I hit the ground but managed to pull the piece out. This bitch over there with them pointing the chief out. They want beef out here, they gon' get it in the worst way. I'ma show them how black play. Roll the dice, fucking with me's like snake eyes. I break guys, sit back and watch my cake rise. It's all about the Benjamin's true, that be the motto. Ran out of ammo and started throwing bottles, running, and I ain't looking back for shit. Crooked ass bitch today, I get you back for dinner.
I love you, baby. You drive me crazy. I'll never never betray you. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. You drive me crazy.
Yo, since the last altercation, I've been going to street. See honey at the club every week, and I speak. I'ma rock that ass to sleep before I strike. I ain't know the real deal until last night. How one of them brothers was locked with Babe Bro. Used to call my crib from C74. Kick rhymes over the phone for hours. He had the jack. Babe Bro told him, you wanna get money, see black when you get home. We never had chance to get up, and wouldn't have. If it's gonna left me hit up, he'd explain how his hope he was slapping honey. Besides all that, she owed them cats a lot of money. Funny how it's a small world, baby girl. You's about to get fucked with no jail. I'ma sit back and watch this cake finish baking and plan your extermination. Word.
I love you, baby.
No, you don't.
You drive me crazy.
That's right.
I'll never betray you. I love you, baby.
Come on.
I love you, baby.
No, you don't.
You drive me crazy.
That's right.
I'll never betray you. I love you, baby.
It took a while to peep your style, Miss Ivy. I'm working low profile, single house in Staten Island, in Manhattan. Wow, them same cats you sent to get me, boo, is on their way to get you, fucking with you. That small time crack dealing nigga, he a bitch too. They gon' bust the shit too, shit's real. You think you gon' set me up and get away scot-free without some type of injury? Nah, kill it. I'ma flip the script on you. Same thing you did to me, I'ma do it to you. Who knew she was the female Rambo? Fill one of their chests with foam soon as he came in the door. Lights was out, smoked all they mans in. In the end, she had to be the last bitch standing. Not for long, the bar 44 strong, just like that, she was gone. Now so, assuming I go back to my everyday life of a